Good morning, YouTube fans. This is me at 6:19 in the morning. Gonna get me some coffee going here. What I don't have much of is coffee. Didn't drink much of it. So the coffees I do have are, instant coffees. These are from Four Sigmatic, which have mushrooms in them and other things. So I think I'm gonna have this lion's mane right now. What I do is I'll heat my cup up over here. Yeah, sorry about that. I couldn't show you how I mix it. I'll turn the kitchen light off here. But today I get going with the new protocol that I'm still, putting finishing touches on. So it's not done. What's changed? The eating habits have changed some. So I want to talk about that in these videos. And yeah. So my phone will actually say something, time to take your supplements, or time to take your blood, or time to do your this or that. So I don't know if that's important to you. To me, it was really important to have some kind of a reminder device that would say it's time to take your pills now, so yeah, this is day one. Yesterday I tried to do it, but I was just too far off with the macros on my eating, and the times that I ate really late at night last night, because the chanting in my head from not only my oncologist and my nutrition team is protein, protein, protein. I'm down to 140 pounds, which is, I've never weighed that little in my life. And a lot of this is because of this newfangled tumor that I have on my liver that they found while they were doing the stent work on my bile duct. Now, if you're into or have biliary cancer of the liver and the gallbladder, you know about these things. So while they were investigating that, which, is a big deal, I mean, there's a lot going on there, kind of neglect on my part. I just let the ketogenic diet go because my whole interest at that time was to not eat anything that would cause bile to flow more. And according to them, the doctors, my doctors, people at Moffitt Cancer Center in Tampa, Florida, the word was low fat. Lowering fat will lower these spasms you have in your colon from your bile duct secreting too much bile. So there you got it, right? So that part of my protocol, the ketogenic diet, was put on hold. I tried to follow it as much as I could, and it was difficult. Yeah. So now I am back. Today we are going to try to follow it to a great degree as possible, and you can feel free to watch on and see what I eat and when I eat. one of my faults last night was eating probably 8:30, 9 p.m. I was watching the January 6th congressional hearings on TV, and around 8:30 or so, I finally turned them off and was doing a video chat with my son in Texas. Today's Friday. We have what we call every Thursday a guys' night out. So we get the guys together on our own video chat and talk. And I thought I started that after the diagnosis of the cancer, because I'm thinking, I got to come up with these things that are, anything that has to do with bringing family closer together. And I really wanted this as a guy's part, but I got one guy, Kevin, that just, it's really hard for him to break free and be with us. I'm not sure why. I hate for these guys to look back later in life and say, I wish I was there, wish I would have had the time back, because I do that for my own dad, not that he offered any time for us to be together, but, we could have made time and just never did. It was like, you assume this person's going to be around forever, and, unfortunately, life doesn't work that way. So here we are. This is Friday. Now, Friday, I have a Zoom call, which I'm going to record off my Mac screen. They record it as well, but they don't know I'm screen recording. I don't tell them. And hopefully it'll show some of the information from this latest PET scan. But I did confer with my oncologist, Dr. Kim, up in Tampa on the 20th, this the other day. What is this, Thursday? No, today's Friday. So it was on Wednesday morning. I had that scan done. And he is from oncology, right? These guys are from gastro. They want to, talk about the stent and the bile duct and the cancer that's around that, and, what's going on, what can be done, answer any questions. You always have questions, I guess. I don't have any. Maybe I should write some down, right? Before this happens at 11 a.m. this morning. My circadian saying to do some morning exercises. That's another thing that people have gotten on to me about, because if you've been with me on this journey, gone with me on this journey, you know that exercise is a deal. I try to do a lot of walking, try to do stretching. I have the bands, resistant bands. So I may get that one in here in just a sec. I got one resistant band that's like, the level I need to be at right now. This is something you need to be doing. That's an invaluable app, it tells you right there, even though you and I are talking, that, hey, you need to exercise now, right? This is the time to do that. And in the morning, I think if you do it, you get it out of the way and you're good. So after 11 o'clock, I have been chatting with Dr. Dominic D'Agostino. It's a friend in Tampa, also a research scientist. And, he gives me tons of tips. So I guess he's on my team and my research scientist. I claim him anyway. Dom, I don't have anything to pay you with, but your feedback is always so invaluable. So we're going to catch up. One thing I noticed on the meeting with Dr. Kim and the CAT scan, or the PET scan, he showed me, the new little tumor things, and some of them are, bright and shiny. So I got to really work hard on that. And the way we do that, the way my protocol works, if you want to boil it down to one thing, it would be starving the cancer cells. So we got to work on that without starving yourself, okay? We don't want that to happen. So it's a balance there. And Going to be talking with Dominic after that, catching up. But one thing that Dr. Kim said during my meeting up there in Tampa with him that afternoon, I had we saw the PET scan. He said, I believe the tumor is doing more to your bile duct stent than we all think. Like it's clogging it up more than we think. He says, when are you due up here next to have that changed? And I told him August, sometime in August. He said, no, we gotta bring you up here earlier and take a look at it. And he says, may do that down in Naples too, which I don't really care if it's down here in Naples. If it was some kind of oncology thing, I would, because you guys know how favorable I am to my oncologist here in Naples. But the gastro guy down here in Naples is stellar. And matter of fact, I would love to see him again. So if I can get something scheduled with him again and then see what he thinks of this whole thing, it would be very good input for the protocol and for the year. What else? I just want to try to fill in everything. I don't know. This will probably come out too late for you to see the Zoom call that I'm going to do tonight at 9 p.m. I'm going to do a full thing. It runs from how I found out about this disease. You know how you find out, right? You never forget that part. To all the steps that happened, things I took. I'm going to go over everything pretty much. And then some new stuff that I'm taking that I have not shown anybody. That's going to be on the Zoom call. Won't be on this call here though, so sorry. But yeah, I want you to take care of yourself. Just making this little video to tell you that these timers are so important and so good, especially if they ring and say something and you do it. So right now, I'm going to get my butt off this bed here and go find that strap and do a little resistance training, just a teeny bit anyway. Even just to say that you did it, So, you with me? All right. Thank you for your love, your support, your kindness, and your enthusiastic encouragement. I love you guys. And if you know somebody that's needing help in this area, you can swing them over to this channel. I tell you, here is what I did. I don't tell anybody this is what you should do, follow what I do. No, this is like, hey, you know what? I have this, and I did this, and here's the outcome. So, strength, you can hear it in my voice. Usually my voice is the first thing it tells you how strong I am for the morning anyway. Of course, in the morning, a lot of times our voices are very crackly, but when I don't have any depth in my voice, like the testosterone type depth, that a guy would have, I know that that there's, some weakness we have to conquer. All right. I will see you in the next video. Love you. Get your friends, have them come over here and subscribe. Really would like that. The more subscribers I get, they tell me that the more people are going to see these videos. And eventually I want to get it to the point that I'm just doing the videos. I'm not flying. I'm not doing any other kind of work except working very hard on getting the word out on how people can do something a little different, alternative, and have success with it. And sometimes even live for years and years after when they were diagnosed as, something that might take their life and 6 months to a year or something, yeah. So, no promises. But, there's stuff I do that works. It's been working for me, working for others. So, right, love you. See you in the next one.